Hello there. Our Justice Secretary, David Lammy, does love dropping clangers all over the place, doesn't he? Today, he went on the political flagship Prime Minister's questions, but he did not wear a poppy during this remembrance season. But somehow he got one through proceedings. Let's have a look.
Also published the Strategic Defence Review. She looks across all three of those documents. They set this country in the best place possible to face down the threats that she rightly refers to.
No poppy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I hope the Deputy Prime Minister in his new role will consider our calls again. But right now, families across the country are struggling with a cost of living crisis, yet the Chancellor is preparing to increase taxes. Meanwhile, because of high interest rates and arcane Treasury rules to do with quantitative easing, the big banks are making billions of pounds in windfall profits that they never expected, that they never relied on, and never had to take any risk to earn. So without asking the Deputy Prime Minister to preempt the Chancellor's budget, can I ask the Deputy Prime Minister which he thinks is fairer? Taxing struggling families or taxing big banks?
Get this person.
Oh,
grief.
Well, she knows. We've got 80 years of
let's see in front
convention,
of, come on,
and it is
there
for
we
the
go.
charge of the
Yes, yeah,
Exchequer.
Poppy,
Can you
Mr.
notice something
Poppy.
else? Can you notice something else,
Go
though?
on. Go on, Jeff, go on.
He's wearing it on his right lapel, not his left lapel.
Yeah.
Talk about a rush job to save himself. Someone's leant over from one of the back benches. Bridget Phillipson, I'm told, leant over the back benches. And where did she get that from? She got it from an RAF veteran MP, Labour MP, Calvin Bailey.
Something. Yes,
Calvin Bailey handed her the thing, and she rushed and stuck it on the wrong lapel. I mean, it just
Well, that
about
just goes to
sums
show.
up the
Yeah, but I mean, that
it's-
goes to show the level of respect that Bridget, or whatever her name is, and what's his face, David Lammy, how much respect they have for the armed forces. I mean, you'd have thought that would have been very much on his mind to have his poppy on the correct side, incidentally, but no, clearly not. It doesn't appear on his radar. And there we go. That's what we expect from Labour. They hate the country, and that's it. That's all there is to it. We're talking about people who hate this country. I mean, what did I read as well? I read something else as well. Today, in the Express, Keir Starmer hits new low as Labour kills off the full English breakfast. Prices for eggs, bacon and sausages are all on the rise under Keir Starmer's Labour government. An unforgivable oversight, says the Conservatives. Of course, bacon and sausages are going up in price. They want to discourage it. Certain people in this country find it offensive to eat bacon and sausages. Yes.
Oh no, Richard, I actually stayed at a place where they advertised the full British, a full English breakfast, and the bacon was actually turkey slices coloured to look like slices of bacon, because the owners or the people who ran it were of a certain demographic, just didn't want to touch the stuff, didn't want to know. It wasn't quite the same. Can I just say, the taste wasn't quite the same as a proper rasher of bacon,
of course it isn't.
fried
Of course it
with a proper crispy. Yeah, but this whole thing just shows the ineptitude. When he's rushing into PMQs. Oh, and by the way, the opposition completely trounced him and skewered him, basically, because of this escaped prisoner, or another asylum seeker in prison let loose accidentally.
Well,
today.
no, they didn't skewer him.
The Tories knew about it. The Tories knew about it, but he didn't. And
No, the thing is, they didn't skewer him, though. They had plenty of opportunities. They just, it was a pathetic exchange. You saw David Lammy there, trying to look upset, and honestly, it was a bit embarrassing. I mean, you don't put that man in front of the public, period, let alone a PMQ's representing the Prime Minister. He's a little bit strange, to say the least. He thinks that what was it, Henry the. What was it? Who came before Henry the Eighth? Is it, or Henry the Seventh? Whatever it was.
Who came after him? came after him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't believe that was the question because it was such an obvious answer. And it wasn't Henry VIII, incidentally. It was another king. But the point is, or was it preceded? I'm getting as stupid as David Lammy just by reading about him right now today. Sorry, I'm very tired and I've got a migraine.
It's catching. Did you know it's a catching thing? Stupidity.
Yeah.
If you merge and mix with too many from the left, too many woke type people, you catch it. You catch this mind virus.
If the focus of your attention is upon persons like David Lammy, you will drop IQ points very quickly. But no,
Yes.
The thing is, though, I mean, the Tory look that so-called skewering that took place by the Tories. No, it didn't take place because they should have said, well, actually, if they knew that a second migrant offender was accidentally released from a prison a week ago, which I'm just reading here from the Daily Mail, incidentally. It also, then surely they should have said that. But, they just asked the question,
Well,
is there anyone else who's been released?
But then they did, I think, I think they did a bit weakly. They used the point of order procedure to bring that up at the end. They shouldn't have done that, but it has set a whole lot of news in motion. So they've done their job. It has set but when you look at it,
dunno.
the Tories were part of the problem anyway.
Of course they were.
They all are.
Well,
it's the unit
that
party. It's the same thing.
In that, I actually agreed with David Lammy on that. Effectively saying that people in glass houses shouldn't be throwing stones, etc.
Yeah.
But it turns out that the police have only just been told that this offender was accidentally released from prison a week ago, but now it turns out the police have only just been told. The police have only just been told. So there's a man hunt out now for an Algerian convict freed from Wandsworth by mistake. What the hell is going on, Jeff?
Yeah, but the big thing, Richard, was that David Lammy was telling everybody how wonderful life was now that he'd tightened up all the rules about releasing prisoners. He'd tightened them up. They're so tight you can't. It's tight as a drum. And suddenly, woof, another one goes. Just shows you, doesn't it? Never make promises.
The state of the country. but here's the thing. I mean, it's like, again, reading from the Express, nightmare for Keir Starmer as Labour slumps to new low in bombshell poll. Actually, all these polls are showing different things, but in this particular poll, it puts Labour on 18%, down 3 points from the week before. I mean, at this rate, they're going to be, if they keep on at this rate, they're going to be in negative territory, to be honest with you. And again, Reform are in the lead at 31%, and the Tories are second on 19%, and they've actually gone up one. And the Lib Dems on 13%, they're up one. The Greens are also up one on 12%. So, there's not much sort of... You can see where the next general election is heading, and that is straight into the arms of Nigel Farage and Reform. Yeah, I wish it was running into the arms of Advance, but there we go.
Yes, well,
maybe in another 3 or 4 years...
Yeah.
Things will
There's
change
still no indication that they've got through the registration process, so they can't stand candidates anyway at the moment until they've done that. That's the starting point. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, David Lammy failed. I can't believe that during this period, surely a person in his position would be told by his hangers-on. He must have hangers-on. They've all got hangers-on. Always checking to make sure you got a poppy on. Are you dressed properly?
No. His hangers-on wouldn't do that. His hangers-on and make sure you got a Palestine flag draped around you. That's what we expect.
Very true.
From the Labour hangers-on.
They probably neglected or forgot to tell him hoping that he could make a statement by not wearing one. And he has made a statement by not wearing one and then taking one from an RAF veteran, albeit the guy gave it over so that he could wear it. But
Yeah.
no, the whole thing stinks. It just shows you the contempt that some people hold our country in. And if I'd been a veteran, I wouldn't hand him one of my poppy to wear, because I'd know that he's just wearing it for show, for PR. That's all he's wearing it for.
You are a
not for
veteran,
love
though,
of the
Jeff.
nation.
You mean if you'd have been an MP? Yes. But,
Yeah, if
our
I'd
Jeff
been
is a
an
veteran.
MP.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
But there you go. So
Well, I'm off. I've got a migraine.
yeah, okay. So all I'll say is get well soon, Richard, and I'll
Thank
say
you.
it's a goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. He's Mr. Jeff Taylor. Goodbye.